Many of you have probably already seen it. Electric is claiming that as a result of Tesla reducing the price of the Model 3 and the Model Y in China, sales for other electric car brands have, been cancelled. Apparently, people are claiming, they're saying that people who have put pre-orders in China for other electric car brands are cancelling those orders to buy a Model 3 and a Model Y. Is this actually true? Let's have a look at the facts. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We've just hit 100,000. Really stoked to see that. But even more importantly, our videos are being seen by more and more people. And I've just been approached by Fully Charged to be on their show. It's going to be in Australia. I plan on attending in Australia, and so you can meet me there if you'd like to, and in the United States next year in November. So that'll be fun. In fact, I can't wait to visit the US again and to see some of the places that I visited when I was there 10 years ago riding my bike around the country. Last month, Tesla reduced the price of the Model Y and the Model 3, as I did predict, and I think many of you did as well on a number of occasions. I said it would happen. I know some of you said it as well, and it did in a big way. The biggest thing really that happened is the most popular vehicle, by far the most popular vehicle in China, the Model Y base model variant, which comes with an LFP battery pack made by CATL. Tesla reduced the price of that car so that it would qualify for subsidies. It now qualifies for not just the subsidies that I've talked about, but additional subsidies in different states as well. For example, in Shanghai, you can get that Tesla Model Y now for about 34,000 US dollars. That includes, of course, the Shanghai subsidy. And you're probably thinking, well, who cares? Well, actually, there's about 35 million people there, and it's one of the most popular states in China for electric cars. So now we know the electric car sales delivery numbers for all the other brands from October. All that data has been released within the last couple of days. We can actually say, is it true that Tesla is taking away sales from other automakers? Well, I'm not so sure, but I do know this. There is one automaker, only one, that reduced the price of its directly comparable vehicles, the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Ford reduced the price of the Mustang Mach-E. It's an absolute bargain in China. It's cheaper than a Model Y. Would Ford be actually making a profit from selling these? No. You know why? They use BYD batteries. You're probably thinking, but that should be a good thing, right? But they don't use BYD's Blade battery. They use BYD's lithium ternary batteries. It's not a cheap vehicle for Ford to make. There's no way they're making any profit on that car. They're reducing the price because apparently there's heaps of Mustang Mach-E's just sitting in the Ford lots. Heaps of them. So Ford are trying to clear those vehicles out of the lot. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. If you think about it, right, this is a country of 1.4 billion people, and Ford is struggling to sell a very, very small number of Ford Mustang Mach-E's. I mean, they're not selling any more than about 1,000 a week. That's a minuscule number in a country with a market this size. I mean, think about it. We're seeing 600,000 vehicle sales of electric cars per month in China. 600,000 per month. Ford, I mean, they can't even sell a couple of thousand a week. I don't understand what's going on. But the point here is that the only company that actually acted on what happened here, on Tesla reducing the price, the only one was Ford. Now, have other companies been affected by the sales though? Yeah, absolutely. Xpeng, their sales have gone through the floor. They've gone down to 5,000 in October, which to be honest is pretty devastating for the company. Share price is collapsing. Xpeng, I don't know what's going on with them, but clearly they are definitely being affected by Tesla. NIO, yeah. I mean, NIO sales, 10,000 weren't too bad, but they've been flatlining now for month after month after month. What about other brands? BYD, are they struggling? Well, no. In fact, quite the opposite. BYD sold a record 218,000 vehicles in October. That's a combination of plug-in hybrids and fully electric cars. Just over 100,000 of those were fully electric. About 117,000 of those were plug-in hybrids. Yes, it is true that some of those vehicles are direct competition with Tesla cars, but BYD's it's perceived by customers as a bit more of a value brand than Tesla, and they're perceived as more of a premium brand. And yeah, it is true that for a comparable Tesla vehicle, they are a little bit more expensive than a comparable BYD. So what about the other electric car companies? Well, Huawei, they are definitely one of Tesla's competition. Huawei actually sell the Atto, and that's quite an expensive electric car. Huawei actually sell their vehicles through a brand called Atto in China. They're very comparable to Tesla's. They're premium market segment, they're expensive, and they actually delivered 12,000 EVs in October. That's up 19% from September. What about Zeekr? Zeekr is sort of a similar car, the 001, sort of similar in some ways to the Model Y. Well, Zeekr delivered a record 10,120 vehicles. That's up 22% from September. What about another car company which does sell similarly priced vehicles to Tesla, GAC? GAC Aon is the electric arm of the GAC car company. They sold a record 30,000 electric cars in October. That's about the same number of EVs that they sold in September. GAC doesn't seem to have been affected at all. So what about Tesla's vehicle sales in October? Well, Tesla's vehicle output from the factory in Shanghai was 71,704. That's down by 12,000 from the 83,000 that they produced in September. I'm not really sure what's happened here, why Tesla's production has gone down by a bit. I would have expected it to be up closer to 90,000. So yeah, I'm a little bit confused on that. However, month to month is not the best way to look at Tesla's output in China. Well, that's what a lot of people say. That's because Tesla's production can be cyclical. So who's actually saying that Tesla's price discounts are affecting other car brands and causing customers in China to cancel their orders? Well, Citi analyst Jeff Chung, who is based in China, said the price cuts are having an effect on demand from other vehicle manufacturers. Clearly, they could be having an effect on XPeng. There's no question that's possible. In his report, Chung said that they've checked with dealerships and they believe that Tesla's price cuts have led to significant order cancellations. He didn't say which dealerships they checked with. We sense Tesla's recent price cut strategy has created a negative spillover effect where a lot of China EV brands' order backlog has suffered significant order cancellations according to our dealership channel checks. He didn't name the brands. And you know, Electric is speculating that this is true. I actually don't think it is. I do think that it's having a significant effect on the car industry in China, probably on Ford, the Mustang Mach-E, maybe a bit on XPeng, but in general, the truth is there's a huge number of electric vehicle sales in China in October to many different car brands. I believe what really happened is actually something quite different though. I think what's really happening is Tesla's decreasing the cost of its cars, which is actually a bigger decrease than what we realize because now they qualify for subsidies, which means that the cost is discounted basically doubly, which means that that cost discount is basically going down by twice as much as what it looks like. I think it's affecting Tesla's premium competition in the gasoline sector much more than it is the electric vehicle competition. I had a look at the sales for BMW, Audi, and Mercedes in China, and they're all down. So, really, right now, electric vehicles represent 30% of a car market in China, which is 23 million cars per year. Now, the real disruption that I think electric should be focusing on is not what Tesla is doing to the other electric vehicle manufacturers, but what Tesla is doing to gasoline-powered premium non-electric cars, I should say. Non-electric. That is where Tesla is taking the sword. That's whose throats are getting cut. And I can say that in a very serious way because it's true. It's absolutely true. Look at the market in Germany. Look at the market in Europe. What's the top selling car? Who is disrupting who? I can tell you right now. Premium Chinese electric vehicle manufacturers. That includes Tesla, but it actually includes other brands as well. They are the ones disrupting BMW, Mercedes, Audi, and even Porsche. And that is what we should be focusing on. Well, that's what I think. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.